Chapter 3 The Serpent's Deception and Man's Shameful Fall. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Has God said to you that you should not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God said, You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, or you will die. And the serpent said to the woman, Surely you won't die, for God does not know that in the day that you eat of it, your eyes shall be opened, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit and ate it, and gave also to her husband, and he ate it. Both of their eyes were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. God questions Adam and Eve. The Lord God called to Adam and said, Where are you? And he said, I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree that I commanded that you do not eat from? And the man said, The woman whom you gave me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord said to the woman, What have you done? And the woman said, The serpent tricked me, and I did eat. The serpent is cursed. The Lord God said to the serpent, Because you have done this, you are cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. On your belly you'll go, and dust you'll eat all the days of your life. And I will put enmity, which is a state of intense hostility between two entities, between thee and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your foot, and you shall bruise his heel. The punishment God promises for mankind. To the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In sorrow you shall bring forth children, and you shall desire, and your desire shall be to your husband, and he shall rule over you. And to Adam he said, Because you have hearkened, listen to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree, which I commanded you not to eat, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In sorrow shall you eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to you, and you shall eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread. By the sweat of your face shall you eat bread, till you return unto the ground. For out of it you were taken, for dust, and to dust you shall return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins and clothe them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now let he put forth his hand, and take also the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden, Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from where he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubs and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life.